Ever wondered how chess grandmasters always seem to be a step ahead? Today, we unravel the mystery behind 5 powerful chess strategies. Let's start with the basics. Chess strategies are the long-term planning and positioning of your pieces. These are the blueprints that guide your tactics and moves, helping you gain an edge over your opponent. And one of the most aggressive yet intricate strategies is the pawn storm. Imagine a battalion of pawns marching forward, undeterred, aiming to disrupt the enemy's pawn structure. That, my friends, is the essence of the pawn storm strategy. It's a strategy that involves advancing a group of pawns, typically on the king or queen side, towards your opponent's pawn structure. Now, why would you want to do this? There are a few reasons. Firstly, it's about gaining space. The more space you control on the board, the more room your pieces have to maneuver. More room means more options. More options mean more possibilities for outwitting your opponent. Secondly, it's about opening lines against the opponent's king. By advancing your pawns, you are chipping away at the protective wall around your opponent's king. Once this wall is breached, your more powerful pieces can swoop in for the kill. But remember, a pawn storm is not a reckless charge into enemy territory. It's a calculated assault, requiring precision and foresight. Your pawns are not just soldiers, they are the architects of your victory, shaping the battlefield to your advantage. You need to know when to advance them, when to hold them back, and when to sacrifice them for the greater good. And that's the pawn storm strategy, a powerful tool when used with precision. But remember, it's just one of many tools in your chess arsenal. Each strategy has its time and place, and knowing when to use each one is the key to mastering the game. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of chess strategies. There's a lot more to discover, and who knows, you might just find the perfect strategy to checkmate your opponents. And that's the pawn storm strategy, a powerful tool when used with precision. Now, how about a strategy that involves the safety of your king? Let's delve into the opposite side castling strategy. The opposite side castling strategy is a fascinating chess tactic that can turn the game into an aggressive and thrilling contest. This strategy involves castling your king on the opposite side of the board from where your opponent has castled theirs. Rather than seeking to mirror your opponent's moves, you're making a bold statement that you're ready for a fight. In chess, castling is a move that allows you to safeguard your king by tucking it away behind a wall of pawns and moving your rook into play. It's a crucial part of setting up your defenses, and choosing the right moment to castle can be a game changer. But when you and your opponent castle on opposite sides, the dynamics of the game shift dramatically. Here's why. When you castle on opposite sides, you open up the possibility of launching a pawn storm. A pawn storm is an aggressive strategy where you advance your pawns towards your opponent's king in an attempt to break open their defenses. This strategy can be risky, as moving your pawns can also weaken your own king's defenses, but the potential rewards can be immense. The opposite side castling strategy is not for the faint of heart. It requires a sound understanding of the game, a keen eye for opportunity, and a readiness to take risks. But when executed well, it can lead to some of the most exciting and dynamic games of chess you'll ever play. Remember, chess is a game of strategy and tactics, but it's also a game of courage. When you castle on the opposite side of the board from your opponent, you're not just making a move, you're sending a message. You're saying, I'm not afraid to take risks, I'm not afraid to challenge you, I'm ready to fight. So, are you ready to embrace the thrill of the opposite side castling strategy? Are you ready to turn your chess game into an all-out attack? With the opposite side castling strategy, you're setting the stage for an all-out attack. Ready for a strategy that demands a little sacrifice? Welcome to the Greek gift sacrifice. Let's dive into the world of cunning strategies and calculated risks. The Greek gift sacrifice is a classic chess maneuver that's as thrilling as it sounds. It's a strategy that involves offering up your bishop to your opponent, not out of generosity, but as a tactical ploy. Now, why would you want to give up such a valuable piece, you may wonder? The answer lies in the heart of the strategy. The Greek gift sacrifice is all about shaking up your opponent's king's position, destabilizing their defenses, and setting the stage for a potential checkmate. Imagine the chessboard. Your bishop, like a Trojan horse, is offered to your opponent, who might gleefully accept the gift. This acceptance opens up their king's position, making it vulnerable. The key to this strategy is the timing and placement of your pieces. The bishop typically targets the pawn shielding the opponent's king, and once it's captured, it opens up the opponent's defenses. But remember, every strategy has its risks. The Greek gift sacrifice is a bold move that requires a keen eye for detail and a solid understanding of your opponent's potential responses. If they see through your plan and defend properly, you may find yourself a bishop down with little to show for it. However, if executed correctly, this strategy can be devastatingly effective, leading to a quick checkmate that leaves your opponent reeling. It's a high-risk, high-reward kind of play, but isn't that what makes chess such a riveting game? So, the next time you find yourself in a tight spot, consider the Greek gift sacrifice. It's a daring move that could just be the key to turning the tide of the game. The Greek gift sacrifice, a bold move that can swiftly turn the tide of a game. Next up, a strategy that lifts the game to new heights. The rook lift. The rook lift strategy is a powerful maneuver that involves moving a rook to a more aggressive and effective position. This strategy is a game changer and can be the key to turning a passive game into an active one. The beauty of the rook lift lies in its simplicity and versatility. It's all about increasing the rook's mobility and control over the game. Traditionally, rooks are often thought of as back row pieces, passively waiting for the game to develop. But with the rook lift, your rooks become active players, able to dart across the board and put pressure on your opponent. Let's delve a bit deeper into this strategy. The rook lift usually involves moving a rook up 2 or 3 squares along its file, then swinging it across to an open or semi-open file. This allows the rook to control both its original file and the new file, effectively doubling its power. The rook can then exert control over crucial squares and prevent your opponent from developing their pieces effectively. The rook lift can also be used to support an attack. By lifting the rook, you can bring it closer to your opponent's king, adding another layer of threat. This can force your opponent to respond defensively, giving you the upper hand. But it's not just about offense. The rook lift can also be a powerful defensive tool. A well-placed rook can deter attacks, protect crucial squares, and even create a fortress around your king. Of course, like any strategy, the rook lift requires careful planning and execution. It's important to ensure that your rook is not left vulnerable, and that your other pieces are not neglected. But when executed correctly, the rook lift can shift the balance of the game in your favor. In the end, the rook lift is about more than just moving a piece. It's about elevating your game, seizing control, and outmaneuvering your opponent. It's about making every piece count and making every move matter. With the rook lift, you're not just playing the game, you're controlling it. Finally, a classic strategy that never gets old: attacking the king with the queen and a minor piece. This strategy is all about synergy, where the queen, the most powerful piece on the board, combines her might with a minor piece, either a bishop or a knight, to launch a potent attack against the adversary's king. Now, the queen, with her ability to move any number of squares along any direction, is already a formidable force. But when she pairs up with a minor piece, their combined power can be devastating. The bishop, with its long-range diagonal movements, can control and threaten squares the queen can't. The knight, on the other hand, with its unique L-shaped move, can jump over other pieces, making it a tricky and unpredictable ally. But remember, the key to this strategy is not just about having these pieces, it's about their coordination and timing. It's like a well-choreographed dance where every step, every move is planned and executed with precision. You need to calculate your moves, anticipate your opponent's response, and adjust your strategy accordingly. And most importantly, you need patience. Chess is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about slowly building your position, gradually increasing the pressure until your opponent cracks. And when they do, that's when you strike. Remember, in chess, as in life, teamwork makes the dream work. So there you have it, 5 chess strategies to keep your opponent on their toes. From the aggressive pawn storm to the unexpected opposite side castling, the cunning Greek gift sacrifice to the strategic rook lift, and the potent attack on the king with the queen and a minor piece. It's all about practice and application. Now go ahead and put these strategies to the test. And remember, YouTube says that you'll like this video. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chess insights. Happy gaming!